greatest daredevil superstar entertainer of our day, and it's a pleasure to know him. Would you welcome Super Dave Osborne? Hey, what? What?
Very nice.
That's a Super Dave wallet for both of you.
Thank you.
You're
That's
the
very
only.
nice.
You're the only guest I ever have who brings a gift.
Yeah.
Well, Jimmy, I hope you enjoy it.
No, Johnny.
because,
Johnny. That's
This
Frank.
may be the last time. As I was coming out here, one of your stage hands said, "There goes Mr. Kiss 'em Up," trying to give the star a gift.
Well, it's-
So maybe this will be a best of Carson. And
Well,
I just wish people would take a person at face value and not think that everyone has an ulterior motive to
Well,
try to get somewhere.
You're probably right. Is this?
Look at this.
Very
It
sweet.
says money in it.
You got the wrong one.
From a distance, da da dee da 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 deep da ba doop da da.
Breathe from the diaphragm. Breathe from the diaphragm.
How you doing, Dave? That's it.
Well, we've gone through our supply of the Charmin Ultra Soft.
Oh, so you're back to sandpaper.
Yeah, like
Fine, but sandpaper.
the times are just so dark, Dave. And we can stay out of all the ways that it's really dark. But I had a moment last night where I was just really bummed about the Charmin situation, and I did some research. Like, why is this happening? Why is the toilet paper shortage happening? Do you know why?
No, I never really Googled that.
I don't know why either, because I actually got distracted by another article about like ways to deal with bad toilet paper.
And what is the method?
Well, order the bidet, the $30 bidet on Amazon or whatever. But one of the things, and that really,
Claire, you mean Claire Rare?
yeah, sure.
I bought it. Hasn't shipped yet.
I'm afraid of the installation process, maybe unnecessarily so, but that just didn't strike me as a viable option.
Okay.
Then one of the other options was for a man was to shave your ass. And I found myself on my back porch really deeply considering this option. And it was a real moment of like, wow, I got way further down that path than I ever thought I would.
You went down the path and you shaved your ass?
No, I didn't. I did not shave my ass. My ass is still hairy.
Not that path.
But I considered it. I got way closer to shaving my ass than I ever thought I would in my whole life. And I think it's a pretty fitting metaphor for 2020. Strange year, Dave.
I wouldn't be. Don't be afraid. By the way,
Have you shaved your ass before?
I can't answer that question.
You
But
might-
let me just tell you one thing: don't use Noxema.
So you did shave your ass.
Stings the ring. It's a ring stinger.
A lot of people that song "Ring of Fire," of course.
Sure.
How does it go? You know what it's about, right?
Bum, ba, bum, ba, 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 bum, bum, ba.
It's
Not
actually,
that. I'm potentially pitch perfect.
that song's actually about having a bad burrito.
No, it's not. Come on, don't make fun. June Carter, I believe June Carter wrote it.
Yeah, after she
possible?
ate a bad burrito. She was on the toilet and the whole thing just came to her. It burns, burns, burns. The ring of fire was, her anus. It
Dave,
burns, burns.
Things to Bing.
The ring of fire.
Things to Bing.
Things to Bing.
I'm tired of referencing Google.
I
Things
feel
to
like
Bing.
it's funny because I too have a list of things to Bing.
You have things to Bing?
Yeah, I have it. It's on a whiteboard on my refrigerator.
No lie, tonight after this show, I'm going to A-B, because we got a great producer on, Peter Cadis, and
his brother, Tarkin.
And you A-B mics, like, oh, let's check out this RA20 versus blah, 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 telephone, blah, blah, blah. So I'm going to A-B Google and Bing after our show. Check it out.
I think you're going to go with A.
Probably.
I think
But
you're
we'll
gonna,
see.
I think you're going to find, like the rest of the world, it's A. How are you, Dave?
I'm a little upset.
Just the state of the world, or?
No, I feel our intro went too long just now.
I think we're just a couple minutes in. I think we're all right.
All right. I feel better.
Oh, good.
Yep.
Dave,
Yes.
I'm glad you're feeling better, but it's going to make
These
you feel,
guys are fantastic.
aren't they? And they're going to make
These guys are the bestest in the world.
you feel even better, Dave, because they're your best friends, aren't they?
No, they are. They're close friends. They're my best friends, and they're the reason I play in a band.
And
Actually,
we're talking about Tarkin and Peter Kadis of Bridgeport, Connecticut, and they were co-founders of the Zambonis with you, right?
yeah, we started the band together, and we broke up. We tried to break up, the three of us, for about 6 weeks in 2002. And then we've seen each other basically almost every day since then. I've seen one of those guys. And yeah, it's great.
And they also play in a really great band called the Philistines Jr.
Philistines Jr. are one of the greatest. I say Philistines. You say Philistines.
Potato, I don't.
Tomato, potato. Is that guy?
Oh, no shit.
Come on.
No, not again.
Hey, are you guys going to ask them about the Philistines Jr. or the Zambonis?
Well, first of all,
sorry to interrupt.
Are you a hacker? You're a hacker. You hacked us a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
Put your hood on.
Are you the same guy?
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Put your hood on. You're a hacker.
It is the same guy. Oh, God, it is the same guy. Well, we're probably going to ask him, I don't know, do you have a preference?
The Philistines Jr.
What? Yeah, do you have a problem with hockey or hockey? What's your problem with hockey?
I love hockey, but I've got no time for hockey music. Sorry.
Well, guess what, buddy? You're out of here. Boom.
Go hack some other Zoom meeting, would you?
Man, I got to deal with that. It's hard enough being in a novelty band, and I got to deal with the hacker that doesn't like my music.
That creeps me out a little bit, Dave.
I can't believe he found us again. That's crazy.
That's what I'm saying. It makes me nervous that maybe he's like wormed into our lives in little insidious ways we don't even know about.
True.
Have you checked your bank statements lately?
I have.
Me too.
I've recently been hacked. But Dave, I do. I feel like it wasn't the worst thing for the guy to come in, because I've watched a couple of our past shows, and we never get the intros right for our guest. We never get it right.
I think I know what you're saying, and I agree. We don't do them justice. We don't introduce them properly.
No, I'm not saying I've been good, but I know you haven't. So I would like you to go first and introduce the band.
Oh, all right. These are two guys that I really like a lot. I know them kind of through you and other mutual friends of ours, and they're two guys. They're both in their 50s, and
that's probably not the greatest intro.
I'm trying to set the scene for people. How would you do it?
Okay. Hey, our upcoming guests are fantastic guys, and they're both lifelong atheists. Since they were 3, they have not believed in God.
Yeah, I don't know if that's really going to resonate with people.
How about this?
I do know. I've talked to these guys before. I do know that they've just sort of like dabbled in or maybe flirted with the idea of socialism. Is that good?
I don't think it's good.
Let's get our shit together, Dave. Come on, you got that.
I am excited to welcome our guest, Peter Kadis, Tarkin Kadis, the Philistines Jr.
Woo! Hello, gentlemen. Hello, and there's a third Kadis. What's going on there?
Who is that man?
This little baby Henry.
Little baby
My boy.
Henry.
Dave, do you remember where you were the moment Henry was born?
I was in. I think I was in Chicago.
Dave.
Oh, really?
Dave was in Chicago.
Tell me where you were, Dave.
Dave Schneider. I was in Detroit at a Red Wings game.
You were not.
I was not. Where was
you? You were at Jang Mung's guitar player for the Get Up Kids' wedding in Kansas City.
Oh, wow. Nice.
You called me when they were walking down the aisle, Tarkin.
If I recall, you guys had a big fight on that trip, didn't you?
No, that was Brian from Guster's wedding. That's the most Dave has almost ever freaked out. I've seen him freak out because he drove the wrong direction for
it was all Dave's fault, I know.
Wait, I have a vague memory of that. You guys like came like in with this just like plume of stress when you arrived. Like,
I feel like we're starting on a negative note, but the point
Well,
is that, yeah,
Yes,
you'd lost your
definitely
mind,
are.
but that's
Why don't
all right.
why don't we talk about more negative things? Tarkin, do you want to go?
Sure, I'll just mention that, Dave in my I see him in the lower right, Dave Schneider and Peter and I played in a band for years. Every once in a while still play again together. So there's a lot of history. As you know, bands are like families. There's a lot of fighting.
Will
So
you say
this
the
whole
name
thing
of
was
that
a lot
band?
Second, just like a ticket box.
Will you acknowledge
You
that
said
band?
it.
The Zambonis. And matter of fact, I even had this sticker right here. Look at that.
Oh, that's right.
Whoa.
Oh, my other band is the Zambonis. There it is.
Yes.
Please.
Well, let's go negative on Peter and Tarkin for a second.
Oh, but
since
it's
we're-
a great show.
I was trying to make this show a little higher, like on a higher level.
No, it
Who'd you invite?
gone the opposite way.
Dave, have you seen the first 6 episodes?
I have not.
Okay.
Listen, I have a very important question for Tarkin because, so Tarkin, I just want to do something because there are some people out there that want to learn, and for all the aspiring and up and coming engineers out there, what would you say is the most important fundamental principle or thing really to let them know how to get started in the career of a recording engineer?
Well, Dave, I think there's one thing really that they need to know. It's the Nyquist theorem.
Yeah, this is really compelling television we're making here.
Well, listen, I miss Dave. I don't get to see him much anymore. We did meet in a Dutch.
I see him enough. No, just
I don't get to see him much these days during the quarantine. So
I miss Henry.
yeah,
Hi, Henry.
he just talks all the time.
Henry, do you miss Dave? And answer honestly.
More than anything.
believe
Nice.
it. Dave, he talks about you a lot, Dave.
Hey, I have a question for you guys. I want to move on. One more Zambonis question, then we'll go real bit. So your first band meeting, right? How long into that first band meeting was it until Dave discussed the marketing approach? Sorry, Dave.
It didn't happen until until Tarkin wrote a song called
Leave Your Stink at the Rink. Yeah, actually, that's funny because that band, we were like made to sell out. Like one of the first things we did was an ad for Men in Speed Stick.
Oh, is that true?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
It was
They even
called-
gave
we
us
got
a
paid
full
and
proper
everything.
hockey jersey. Yeah.
Yeah. And it's called Leave Your Stink at the Rink. And it was honestly, it's one of the best songs we've ever written. It's awesome.
well, it's one of the two songs Tarkin has written all by himself.
Oh, boy.
but-
Here we go. Here comes the real Zambonis bad blood. It's coming out.
Zambonis was fun. But I remember you wanted to be in a band with us because, you liked Philistines Jr., but then we said, Dave, I'm sorry, we already have a band. And then you said to Tarkin, what if we start a band about hockey? And he was like, I'm in. And then
we'd go to Dave's place and we'd play Nintendo hockey and then eventually say
Yeah.
the first Nintendo hockey. And he had this nylon string acoustic guitar and we write these songs about girls and stuff. And then eventually the idea came up that we should write songs about hockey and then that was it.
But hold on. The thing is, Dave, this, not me. Like I came from another realm of music, but these guys, Tarkin was straight edge at the time and was really into punk rock and the punk rock way of things. And Peter, you were too. I mean, I guess you weren't punk rock, but they didn't want to sell out. That wasn't their type of thing. But the minute the Zamboni started, I think everything started tilting. Like it didn't make sense.
It was a whole different thing. It was like, you have your band where it's your art and you care so deeply and it's like you want to make what you want to make and it's like the other stuff's not related or relevant to that. Zambonis was like, it was just musically a meld of so many different styles. It wasn't like the music itself had to be super original all the time. It was more the concept and the passion behind it that made it interesting to me. If I could quote Peter, he used to say that the Zambonis felt that all life experience and the essence of the human condition could be communicated through the hockey metaphor. So by limiting ourselves, it really gave a focus and a passion to what we were doing. And I think we were kind of good for a while.
And even if Dave didn't realize it was, it was an absurdist pursuit, and I tried to over-intellectualize it. I think we did it quite well. So at one point, Dave said, "Can we write a song not about hockey?" I was like, "No, absolutely not."
Well, it might be absurdist, but we did play a Colorado-Detroit playoff game for 4 hockey jerseys and a flight out, and
Oh, yeah.
I know an All-Star game. A couple of you guys played other All-Star games too.
yeah. All right,
yeah.
let's move on.
I'm a fan of the Zambonis. I think a big part of the charm is the absurdity
Of course, yes. That's sure. That's the point.
and the vocals, of course.
Dave,
So
they're
this-
calling you absurd.
Peter, let's talk about the fact that you are a master.
I'm a member of the Mix with the Masters thing, which is very flattering. So
When I heard that, I thought I'd never win an argument with you again. The second I heard you were a
know.
master.
I remember another time I remember you being upset in that way was we were touring with Guster, right? So this would have been spring of 2005, and I was right before I got married. Do you remember the show at Purdue? It was
Yes.
a huge show. 6,000 people sold out. We're about to play Referee's Daughter, and which I sing, and I usually say something corny about it. And I walked up to the mic and said, "Oh, by the way, I'm getting married next month," and who gives a shit? And the crowd went, ah. And I said, and the woman that I'm marrying went to Purdue, and they went crazy, And then I said, and she told me to tell you something, that IU sucks and Notre Dame blows. And that was some crazy T-shirt she'd seen at a football game. And I swear to God, the building almost fell down. They went, like all the Guster guys ran out, like, what happened? What happened? And they hit me like this. You're like,
because I didn't say it?
because I can't tell that one. It was too, I could never tell. That's the greatest response of anything in my life.
Well, don't forget a couple shows after that, if I may. We were playing in Memphis. Yeah.
That was awesome.
I know what you're going to say.
And Dave Yonkman, it was the greatest little weird pit at this school.
Yeah,
I forget.
sure.
And we're playing there, and I don't know what we did. Well, one, the band, when you walk out in hockey gear, there's no way to go except up. People are just expecting horror and crap. So then you surprise them with good songs and being a little funny, whatever. So anyway, as we're going along, I start heckling this one guy.
Well, he's like some frat boy guys.
Yeah, frat boy.
An audience member.
Yeah. And he's talking a little bit, and I'm like, hey, shut up when we're singing. I'm just being a jerk. And people are laughing, and I'm like, you know what? Where's the party after this? And they're all yelling where, it's a blah, 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 frat house, blah, blah, blah. And I said, when we go there, this guy right here, and I point to Peter, is going to kick your ass. And everybody's like, yeah. And Peter's punching me. He's like, don't do that. Target's cracking up. Pete, got a question for you. You recently won a Grammy for the National. For which record?
Sleep Well Beast.
So you win a Grammy for that record, but in your mind, is it, why would that record win a Grammy and not any of the others? Well,
I think it's like when they give an award to like a famous actor or actress, I think they were due. They made so many good records, and it's a great record also, obviously. But I think it was like, I was shocked actually that we won, whatever. It's because the competition was crazy. But
at what point, when you're making a record, at what point do you know you've got a good record on your hands? Is it when you're in pre-production, when you're kind of like sizing up the songs and working with the band and on arrangements, or is it in the recording process where you're like, oh, this is going to work?
It's never in pre-production, yeah, because people can have good songs and it can all go badly. It doesn't go badly very often.
Well,
I think it's
what about it's going to go great? Like, at what point does that happen?
Once it goes great, once you start recording a particular song and it just kind of comes together. There are always songs on records where people think, oh, this one's going to be really good, and it doesn't turn out that well. And other songs that people have no expectations for that might turn out great, But there's definitely been a lot of records, even like iconic records I've worked on that I was like, half these songs aren't very good. And then, if now I don't think that's true at all, but yeah, so it's hard.
I'm not here to show you my Ken Griffey Nike card, but I am here to show you this pick. It's a very thick.
Bring it in close, Dave. Bring it in
Purple.
close.
Yeah, it's a useless pick.
You know whose pick that is?
No.
Oh, I must want to guess.
These are Carlos from Interpol's pick.
People will write, what is it? People will write books on my bass line.
No. One time he was being very particular about getting a take right. And he said, I think in all earnestness, he said, I want these bass lines to be celebrated by future generations. So,
You know, I hate to tell you,
they're great bass lines.
they're amazing
I know.
descending bass lines that, I mean, they're really iconic. Like I've talked to a couple people about those bass lines. They bring them up. They're like, oh, the bass lines on that
Right.
record are so.
Yeah, Carlos was a huge part of the band. It's really sad that he left the band. He played all the keyboard stuff too, or most of it. And but I couldn't let him get away with that. So I remember making a mock record cover for that album. And one of the guys in the crowd, it's too long a story, but it's celebrate bass lines. But that he really said that. I want these bass lines to be celebrated by future generations.
Well, you know what's funny, Peter? The joke's on you because I actually the reason I was late tonight is I just came from a little gathering that was a celebration of the bass lines on that record. There were only 10 people there because of the social distancing.
They still do it. They still.
He gave me these on his birthday, which is my birthday, April 23rd.
Oh, we went to his 30th birthday party at Pianos.
Yes, it was the first time I ever did over $300 worth of cocaine. Not true. That's a joke. Come on.
I remember that
Tarkin.
night.
Tarkin, come on. Anyways, guys.
One of my favorite moments ever, speaking of bad Dave moments, is Zambonis played an event where the Washington Capitals hockey team plays in the big arena. And it was an event for season ticket holders. And as part of that, they had the big stage set up in the arena, all the season ticket holders on the floor. It's like a fun event, you know. And we played a great set. It was awesome. Everything went perfectly. We're winding cables on stage, ready to go. And this guy goes, hey, can I get an autograph? And Dave turns around. He's like, yeah, sure. And I was like, Dave, no, Dave. And he's like, come on over here. Dave, no. And he was looking just past Dave to the left at the big Eagle mascot. He wanted the mascot's autograph. And the guy's like, oh, no, the mascot.
Like, oh, no problem. I had my Sharpie ready to roll.
All right, hey Dave, let's wrap this up. Let's take care of our sponsorship obligations. You want to wrap this up? You guys want to do a song for us in a little bit?
Absolutely, positively.
And we're gonna hear what's
Tarkin, my brother Tarkin, me, our friend Kurt on drums, Eric on keyboards. Henry and Helen, are you gonna sing too?
Henry's gonna sing. I don't think Helen's gonna sing.
Okay.
All right. And the name of this song that you guys are going to do off the new record is
Henry the Explorer.
Oh, you're doing Henry the Explorer. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. And there are, I'd say all of our music is very self-referential. And certainly this song is sort of, I think when it was first written, was written kind of from Henry's perspective, but also from our perspective. So I don't think he would have written this song exactly. But
Peter, Tarkin, Henry, Helen, thanks for joining us. Good to see you guys.
See you guys.
Thanks for having us. See you later.
bye, guys.
Bye, Helen and Henry.
See you in a minute.
Yeah, Dave. I mean, obviously they're in your age group, but I get it. I know why you're best friends with those guys.
They're good guys.
They're real fun.
They're an inspiration. They're good fellas.
And Tarkin's kids were cool, and we're gonna hear Henry sing. I think that's cool.
I am psyched. He's got a great voice. But Dave, there's big things going on around here.
We have a big fish to fry right now on this show. Well,
we lost one big fish. We lost your undies. We lost our sponsor. But the exciting news is we have a new sponsor, and both of our agents, we were trying to get them to just think of something a little different for us where we keep on losing our sponsors.
We really told them to think outside the box. And what's cool is they did.
They absolutely did.
And instead of bringing us a product, an actual product, they brought us just a general concept.
Look at
this. This show is sponsored by
shoplifting.
Yeah. Teach a man to fish and whatever, but teach a man to steal and he has whatever the fuck he wants.
It's an unbelievable concept. It's just we're sponsored by the act of shoplifting. So what's great about this is I was when we first heard about this, I shoplifted this Friendly's Fribble glass last Thursday from Brattleboro, Vermont, and it's great. What's great about
kind of a thrill. It's funny. I was at the public library the other day, and I stole like an external DVD-ROM, and I believe it might even be a DVD burner. I stole it from the library, I would, some people like to steal from corporations. I like to steal from public libraries because fuck them. Anyway, thank you to Shoplifting for keeping Dave and Dave from a distance afloat. And
I have been working on Kirkland, just so you know, in case we get busted for shoplifting.
Well, that would be exciting, but I'm going to say that Kirkland is not our sponsor. Shoplifting is our sponsor.
Yes, with all due respect to shoplifting.
I would like to encourage people to shoplift from even in Kirkland.
Mm-hmm. Sure. I agree. Well, no. You don't want them to steal Kirkland.
No.
It's too
Actually,
big.
steal the. Well, I would argue steal the good shit. Like, don't steal the Kirkland toilet paper. Steal the Sherman.
All right, fine.
All right, hey, those guys are ready to do this.
Thank God.
Jam.
Thank God.
All right, thanks again to Shoplifting from Bridgeport, Connecticut. Here comes the Philistines Jr. Wow, that was great. I like that. That was good singing there, Henry. Good playing, everybody. That was the Philistines Jr.
The everybody's were Eric, Kurt, Peter, and Tarkin, the Philistines Jr. Thanks, guys. Thanks so much.
That
Love
was,
that band.
that was a pretty good performance for episode 7, which is now done, Dave. We made it through.
7 episodes. It feels like 60.
It feels
But-
like 60 weeks. It feels like, 7 episodes over 60 weeks, maybe. But we have anything lucky for number 8?
I think we have Ryan Miller from Guster. I think
Oh.
that's happening.
Cool.
So we'll work on that. And Dave, don't forget, if this starts to not be fun, it's over.
I'm having fun.
Okay, me too. So we'll do it again. Let's do episode number 8.
I'll see you next week. Let's bring everybody back in to sing us out, though.
Let's sing it, baby. Let's sing it.
All right, Cadis family, you want to sing with us?
Let's do it. From a distance.
From a distance. From a distance, I don't hear Henry.
Hi, Cadis family.
From a distance.
Use a song illegally now.
From a distance.
Dee-da, la-da-da-da-da. Find me on 8chan.
When you're on the ice playing hockey, you can't help but work up a stinky smell. So reach for Men in Speed Stick, the only deodorant tough enough for the smelliest game on earth. Leave your stink at the rink. Leave your stink at the rink. Leave your stink at the rink. You gotta leave your stink at the rink. Leave your stink at the rink.
Let's get our shit together, Dave. Come on. You got that.
I am excited